Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Cyber Haiks. Today I'll be discussing about the roadmap about cybersecurity. So, this is the name of our community, which is Cyber Haiks, which are working on different social media platforms. You can join us on WhatsApp, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So, what is the course content which I will be providing you in this video, which is fundamentals, networking, operating systems, Kali Linux, tools, certifications, and competitions and questions and answers. So, the first question which arises in cybersecurity is actually what is cybersecurity and types of hackers, domains, types of attacks. So, let's discuss about it. So, basically, what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is basically when you're protecting your applications, your phone, your websites, your different social media things, and everything that is present on the web. Insecurity is cybersecurity, which means that you are uh, making your website such secure that no other hacker can get inside the website and delete the database or make changes to the database or sell the database or have any kind of admin access. Also, it defines as the admin of the website is only you and no other can even breach into your website. Similarly, it goes with your app that nobody is able to bypass the OTP or do any other malicious activity which is not legal. You make that so secure. This is cybersecurity. There are certain myths which are created with the term cybersecurity. Three of them I have listed them. First, they need to be tech wizard. Second, they should need to there is a limited opportunity. And third is the career growth is hard in cybersecurity. The first one I'll be explaining now. The first one is tech wizard for cybersecurity, which is not really true because if a person has the basics of cybersecurity, he or she can go to cybersecurity and work in that field very well. Second one, there is limited opportunity in cybersecurity, which is not really true, but the reality hits when there are less number of people to fill in the seats of the positions which are created in the jobs, and not it's not that the people are more and the opportunities led, but the people are less and the opportunities more, so there are more chances that you get the job. So career growth in hard in cybersecurity, which is not really true, because in cybersecurity, as you are working day by day, your level of cybersecurity increases, and also with the increase of knowledge, with the increase of everything, you will also have a better pay in a very short period of time if you are working hard in it. So now let's go with the types of hackers. The types of hacker is white hat hacker, black hat hacker, gray hat hacker, and script kiddies. First one is white hat hacker. So white hat hacker are the people who are actually working with the companies, FBI's, CBI, other government organizations to help and protect the public from the hackers, or it is the people who are actually working with the company to make your application or your website better and more secure. Also, people are having secure coders who actually add in some secure coding values so that any kind of small breaches does not occur here. Black hat hackers are the hackers from which the organizations, the public, and the websites are being protected, because these are the people who do certain malicious activities and different using different tools and techniques, they are able to crack different websites, apps, and social media access. The third one is gray hat hacker, who are actually between the ethical and non-ethical hackers, because the total thing that depends is there what is the mindset of working of gray hat hacker, because they have knowledge of working as a white hat and a black hat. Okay, now script kiddie, these are the people who are actually unskilled hacker, want to become cool in front of someone or something. So basically, if these script kiddies try to hack someone, they are generally caught easily because they have no knowledge about the cybersecurity. So this was all about the type of hackers. Now let us go with the domains of hackers. There are a lot of domains in hackers. Even I cannot put it in a single slide. I have just allotted out eight. So mobile device security, application security, cloud security, IoT security, incident response and forensics, network security, ethical hacking and penetration testing, and cryptography. These are some top companies. With top four are also there: KPMG, EY, PwC. These are the top main three companies which are actually hiring for cybersecurity. Let us go to the other slide. Now it is very important in the start to know some type of attacks here. There are a lot of attacks which are mentioned here, but we'll be talking about very few. First is social engineering. Social engineering exploits human psychology to manipulate individuals. In other words, I would suggest that if a person is able to manipulate a person to get the sensitive information about that person, for example, login credentials or the credit card, is basically the work of social engineering. Now, phishing involves sending of fraudulent emails or messages. So basically, phishing is when you send a message which looks very legit and very real from a company which you trust on. So phishing email does that. You have a mail from someone that your account is shut, your credit card is locked, or your Aadhaar card is not working, or there is some error in some of your accounts. So if a mail comes, it looks legit, it also looks like same organization, but it is actually not. So that is a phishing email. If you enter the details, your details will be sent to the hacker, not to the organization. You are thinking in the back of your mind. DOS attack. DOS attack is a attack which is a attack which is in which there are floods of different users. For example, a person is sending traffic to your website from one source, from one computer. You are sending thousands of requests. So that is actually a DOS attack to shut down the website for some time, to down the website for a short period of time. This is known as DOS attack. DDoS attack. The DDoS attack is basically when you involve overwhelming attack, which means it is connected to DOS attack, but DDoS attack is an attack when you uses other users also. For example, there are some computers which you have hacked, so you are sending from there also thousands of requests from each system. So this will lead to a DDoS attack where many computers are enrolled in it, and many computers are sending thousands and thousands of requests on a particular website, and they're shutting down that website for a particular period of time, leading to financial and their image loss. Now, it is very important to know about computer networks. Computer networks is a major part you should know in the field of cybersecurity. So, computer network, firstly, you should know the essentials of computer network, which provide fundamental knowledge and also some understanding about the threats on the in the cybersecurity with connection to the networking. For example, network protocol, traffic analysis, and communication of flow of system against the attacks and vulnerabilities. There are some cyber tools which are important to know. They are some of the main tools which are used in the field of cybersecurity. So where there are four of them I have mentioned here: Nmap, Wireshark, Burbsuit, and John the Ripper. First, we'll be working with the Nmap. Nmap is basically network mapper. It is a very powerful source of scanning tool in which we are able to audit the security of a particular website and see the open ports of a particular website. Second one is a Wireshark. A Wireshark allows the user to capture and analyze network traffic in real time. When you are connected to a Wi-Fi, there are certain users which are you see are working. You can even see the website they are going to. Also, you can get the credentials and the all the important sensitive information they are putting in. You can get that through Wireshark. Burbsuit is a very important software which helps in auditing of a website, because this is a web application which helps in penetration testing of a website. So it is very important for vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, and web application and security testing. John the Ripper, one of the most common and one of the most famous software tool used for password cracking. Okay, this is very common and helps in for testing the passwords. Okay, to a particular social media. Okay, so let us understand about operating system, which is very important. There are three operating systems right now. We know Linux, Windows, and Mac. So the main question arises about Linux versus Mac, Mac versus Linux. So basically, if I would tell the Linux is a better software than a Windows, because in Linux we have all the different softwares, we have all the different tools which are pre-installed in that operating system. In comparison to Windows, Windows sometimes don't give us the permission to use certain uh, softwares and tools because of some reasons. Linux is the best thing you can have for using it. Cybersecurity. Now there are four distributions of Linux: Ubuntu, Kali, Parrot, and Black Arc. Ubuntu is very user friendly, the first operating system which should be used by a person who is starting in the field of cybersecurity, or even when you're starting to know about Linux. So first one is Ubuntu because it's very user friendly. After, when you get the hands-on experience about Ubuntu, you should shift towards Kali. Kali Linux is a very powerful operating system in which there are around 600 to 800 tools which are already present with the software. So this is the best, this is the one of the best and the most used software, I can say. Parrot OS is basically, which is a lighter version of Kali Linux, and it has around 1800 of tools. But majorly I have seen Kali Linux to be used, but many people use Parrot OS also. It depends upon you only. Okay, Black Arc is basically a professional operating system. This operating system is basically used by the professionals and people who have greater knowledge. Also, this has a very complex environment and there are certain complications towards it, so it is not used as much as Ubuntu, Kali, and Parrot. Now let us go towards the teaming. Teaming is very important. There are three teaming which should be known but not asked much: red, blue, and purple. Okay, so red teaming, purple teaming, blue teaming. Let us now understand about it. So red teaming, we can say that the offensive side of the cybersecurity, where penetration testing, vulnerability scanning, social engineering, threat analysis, and custom tools and development is there. Also, there are some tools which are made for attacking and everything. All the things which are considered in as attacker or offensive side is given to the red teamer. Now, blue teaming is basically the defensive side of the cybersecurity, in which network monitoring, data log, and risk management, threat detection. These are the major things which are done by the defenders, or I can say the defensive people of cybersecurity. Now, let us move towards the purple teaming. The purple teaming is that the collaboration of the attackers, defenders, or I can say the offensive and the defensive. A person having the knowledge of both offensive and defensive is a purple teamer. Now, let us go towards the more into red teaming. Now, let us go. Okay. So, firstly, let us understand about the certifications. Okay. Network certifications. The first one that arises is Compactia Security Plus, which is a very important certification because it is an entry level certification which is done by the IT professionals for knowledge in threat detection, risk management, network security. So this is the certification. The other one is Compactia A plus. This is also a certification which is the real basic. The entry level is this. The other one was an entry level, but comparatively this is the entry level, because in this the only basics are covered of networking. So Compact A plus is used for that. Okay, now let us go with the other certification. The first one, this is for the red teaming, CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker. So basically, this is the entry level certification for a red teamer or a cybersecurity enthusiast also, because in this all the basics of the cybersecurity is being covered. Okay, the second one is compact secure, because when you're as a red teamer, when you're working is offensive, you should also have the knowledge about the networking. So that's why I have put the same slide here, because this is very important to know, as I have discussed it earlier. OSCP is like a dream level certification for an offensive guy, because this is the best certification in an offensive security, and it provides us with the deep and the real world hacking skills with security, vulnerability, and every other thing. And in this, you need to have a prior knowledge, because this is the top level certification. It need networking, Linux, and Windows system is highly recommended. There are some prerequisites for that. For other two, there is no prerequisite. CEH and like the CEH can be done aimlessly. When you just start, you just don't know, you just know cybersecurity, you can go for CEH. When you don't know anything about networking, you can go for this. But in OSCP, you must be know about this and this. You at least should have the basic knowledge about the CEH and the networking. Now, this is the roadmap which I recommend you from my side if you want to go to offensive side and have a great career ahead. Now let's come towards the blue teaming, which is the defensive side. Now in the present defensive side, there are hundreds of certification provided by the EC Council, but some of my favorite, which I recommend you, is are here. Certified Information Security Professional, which is basically a blue teaming certification, or I can say this is just like the CEH, which means that it is an entry level certification and it validates a professional deep understanding of security concepts and principles. Okay, regarding the cyber threats and protect or organizations. Now this is hacking forensic investigator, CHFI, which is one of the best certification. In this, the forensics knowledge of a person is enhanced to a greater level. The legal proceeding related to cybersecurity breaches, analyzing and training, gathering information about analyzing digital evidence and conduct forensics examination. Certified forensic computer examiner, this is a type of a focus on digital investigation, not specifically in blue teaming, because this is basically on investigations. If you want to go for an investigation, you should go for this also. So this is the roadmap. If you want to follow, this is a great roadmap. Rest I have told earlier, that in blue teaming there are certain certification for each. If you want to go for SOC, there is a different for SOC. If you want to go for hacking forensic, you have different for that. If you want for investigation, you have a different for that. So this is the current cybersecurity job market, which is 173.5 billion, which is globally, and 3.5 is unfilled. As I have told you, there are less people to fill in there rather in comparison to jobs, and the value is about 2 trillion. It will be 2 trillion opportunities there, and also demand supply gap is 30%. So thank you for that. Please give your feedback in the comments. Thank you for seeing the video.